Hello everyone, welcome back to my Ragnarok M Classic series. Today I will show my genetic build and my progress in this account. I've been playing this game for a month now, and I made a ton of progress. I also made a video on the day 1 of this account, so if you are interested, I will be putting the video link in the description. So without further ado, let's begin. Let's start on my equipments. For the offhand, I'm using the +10 sacrifice book for the 30% ignore M def. It also has extra 5% ignore M def. For the card, I'm using the free card from the event for MVP damage. For the armor, I'm using alloy armor +12 for more magic for my dieter. It has 5% ignore def enchant, but it's completely unnecessary for this build. For the card, I'm using Munich Star card for more ignore M def. You can use the free damage to MVP card if you still don't have Munich Star card yet. For the cloak, I'm still using the Rift gear because it has 15% ignore M def if +12. For the card, I'm using the free one for more damage to MVP. For the shoes, I'm using another Rift gears since it's good for now. It has 4% magic attack if +12, and it can easily be slotted. I'm using Tesseract card here, but it's on the exchange right now. You can also use the familiar Star card for more magic attack. For the accessory slot one, I'm also using Rift gear for more ignore magic defense, and Flame Ring on the slot 2 for the 10% fire damage. For the weapon, I'm using +10 Fire Axe for more fire damage. It has 50% fire damage on +10, so it is really important because our main damage skill is locked to fire element. I'm using Freoni Star card for the 10% skill damage, and the free card for more damage to MVP and other monsters. For the headgear, I'm using the Genos headwear because it has 10% fire damage, which very good, but the downside is you can't inlay a card on this one. For the face, I'm using the monocle because it has 5% magic attack and another 1% magic attack for each refine level. It's +6, so I gain 11% magic attack on this one. For mouth, I'm using Grandpa Beard for extra 3% magic penetration. For back, I'm using Devil Wings for the 5% magic damage. And I also forgot to mention, I use magic attack or int enchants on all of the headwears. For the tail, I'm using the Sea Soul's tail for the extra 4% fire damage and +2 on all stat attributes. Next is my stat allocation. I maxed out my int because my build is magic type genetic, and then 90 in vitality for more survivability, and the rest is dex to reduce cast time and for more hit rate. But I will change this one as soon as I unlock the master skill, because the genetic master skill has 6 seconds cast time, so I need to put more dex to reduce it. Let's take a look on my overall stats and other damage multipliers. This is all of my stats without any skill and food buffs. My magic attack is low, but it's normal since it's really hard to increase magic attack on the genetic class, since almost all the skills are for physical type. Next is the skill point allocation. For a merchant job, there's really no important here, but I put my skill points in loud exclamation. Buying low, overprice, and fundraising. In Alchemist job, I'm using Homunculus build, so I put 4 in Call Homunculus, 4 in Resurrect, 10 in Life Psychic, 5 in Genetic Modification, 5 in Homunculus Strength, 10 in Axe Hammer Mastery, and the rest is on any skill. For Creator job, I put skill points on the following: 10 in Super Life Psychic, 10 in Homunculus Strength 2, 10 in Helplant, 10 in Genetic Research, and the rest is any. For the job breakthrough skill points, Just put all of them to those skills that are needed for homunculus build like Life Psychic, homunculus strength, and etc. The rest will be on those stat-raising skills. For the genetic job, 5 in Cart Cannon, 10 in Demonic Fire, since I'm a magic type, 5 in Searing Storm, 10 in Life Merge, 6 in Health Length, 15 in Genetic Modification, and 1 for Crazy Weed. Searing Storm is for extra 15% fire damage. Cart Cannon is for your auto skill, because you need to attack so that your homunculus will attack as well. Life Merge is for homunculus buff. Genetic Modification is for your own stat, and Crazy Weed is for removing Earth Field or Meteor Storm if needed. Next is my Aesir monument. I unlock all of the Vanelmirth's blessing for the extra magic attack boost. And then fire damage for more fire damage boost, but I only unlock 2 nodes because I'm still lacking on gold medals. Next is Ignore M Def for more Ignore magic defense. Next is Axe Mastery for more attack stat. I also need attack stat because homunculus build can benefit on both magic attack and physical attack stat. Next is Hellplant Occult so that I can summon 1 more Hellplant. Next is Intwitch, but I only unlocked 2 nodes. And then Cart Boost for more move speed and attack when using Cart Boost. But I also didn't unlock all because it requires a lot of gold medal. Last but not least is Homunculus Skill for my Homunculus skill points. I only needed 3 nodes on this one. Here's my overall Aesir stats. Next is my Handbook stats. It's still kind of low because I prioritize my equipment first, but I will slowly upgrade my deposit soon. I have to balance my attack and magic attack deposit because, like I said, genetic will benefit on both attack and magic attack stat. Now, let's do some damage test, but let's eat some food buffs first. Here's my dieter stat without any food buff. Now, let's eat some foods. I will use Satisfied Feast for extra penetration. And then Strengthen Int Meal for extra damage and stats. I won't use Lollipop here because I only want to use buffs that are easy to get. Lollipop is kind of very limited, so it's not suitable for damage testing. Here's my dieter stat with food buffs. I will set the punching bag to Ponape Museum Boss so we can see the Ignore Magic defense benefits. Now, let's see my Dieter's damage. $4.7 million damage on Ponape Boss. It's pretty decent, I guess. Not too high, but not bad at all for an F2P account. But there's a lot more improvement to do. I need to invest more on Ignore Magic defense stats and my Handbook to boost my Dieter's damage even further. But right now, I'm satisfied on my progress. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. That's it for this video. I hope you learned something on this one. I will make Ragnarok M Classic guides in the future, so please consider subscribing on my channel to be updated on my uploads. Thank you, and see you on the next one.